Hi, everybody. This is Attorney Wilberforce Agyekum at Ivylaw office. Thank you for joining me for this quick session that we're going to have specifically on VAWA. As you know, VAWA is the Violence Against Women's Act, which in immigration it basically provides a humanitarian relief for those immigrants who are facing some form of abuse, whether physically or emotionally, by their U.S. citizen relative, be it spouse, child, or parent. Basically, if you are being abused by your U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident relative, you will have the option to, at that point, self petition for your United States green card. Now, generally, because of the name Violence Against Women's Act, most men don't somehow take advantage of the option to file for self petition under VAWA. And frankly, I think a lot of attorneys don't provide that option to men. It is readily explained and provided as an option to women who are obviously being abused, usually physically as well as emotionally. So, as society as a whole, we generally see in terms of spousal, more so women who are the victims of this type of treatment and abuse that will generally qualify for VAWA self-petition by them. And what VAWA does is basically self-petition means exactly that. You will be able to petition by yourself without whoever your relative is who is abusing you being involved with that process. In fact, they don't even have to be informed or know anything about you filing for your green card on your own. So, with respect to men, what I'm starting to notice is that a lot of men, again, are not given a realistic option of filing VAWA. Now, there are a lot of reasons why a male will qualify for VAWA as well. For the same treatment, for most part, it's usually not physical if they're married to a woman. And also keep in mind that VAWA is available for members of the same sex community. If you're a male married to a male, you'll be able to file VAWA the same analysis, the same way as if a woman could file for VAWA if she was in an abusive relationship with a U.S. citizen spouse or lawful permanent resident spouse. So, but usually men in heterosexual relationships, um, that this is where I've noticed a lack of maybe explanation or understanding that they too may be in an abusive situation, usually emotional abuse, because you are an immigrant, and sometimes some of the U.S. citizen spouses may take some kind of advantage of that situation and mistreat you somehow. Maybe use you in some ways that is not fair. Maybe don't really have your best interest in mind, and it's abusive towards you. Is using you as a piggyback for money. It's in an adulterous or another relationship, or has in some cases, which I have seen, a spouse gets impregnated or is pregnant because of an adulterous relationship. These kind of issues would be considered generally cruel, whether you were a citizen or not, or an immigrant or non-immigrant. In the relationship you were in, whereas you were being treated in such a cruel manner, well, whether you are male or female, you have the option to not be held hostage as an immigrant to your U.S. citizen spouse or lawful permanent resident spouse. Okay. Again, I'm specifically talking about the spousal aspect for VAWA. However, keep in mind, VAWA is also available for abused children of U.S. citizen parents who are brought here as immigrants and abused parents of U.S. citizen children or lawful permanent resident children who are abusive to those immigrant parents that they brought to the United States. Okay. So with respect to men again, and lately I've had some frank consultations with men who have been going through these type of issues, and it is psychologically stressful. It's a problem because most of them have no recourse if they are in fact being emotionally abused by their U.S. citizen spouse or lawful permanent resident spouse. So it's very limited. However, the option is there. And I think those of us who practice in this area, humanitarian and family immigration, need to be able to explain that to those men who may also qualify under VAWA to self-petition for their green cards. Um, Again, for the immigrant, keep in mind that this, again, is a humanitarian relief, and your claims must be valid, and you must provide some form of evidence to support your claim of abuse. Okay, and if there is evidence of that, you will be, given an opportunity to seek your green card, and if it is found to be valid, the USCIS will treat you accordingly and provide you all the means you'll be able to need to stay and work. And also, in most cases, you also receive your travel, pro travel document to be able to travel. But you are not, the point is, you are not stuck, and you're not to be held hostage to that relative who's abusive to you just because you are in the United States and they are your only means of staying in the United States and potentially receiving your green card. That is the humanitarian aspect of it. And that VAWA frees you to be able to do this on your own, so long as you qualify based on the eligibility requirements and the fact that you can show the abuse occurred. Okay. Now, so again, it's for both genders. The name is misleading, but it's for both genders. Men and women can use VAWA to protect themselves and to be able to escape abuse and continue to pursue your green card. So again, I just want to give a brief information about that. And if you need assistance, give me a call. I'm happy to assist you. You can go to our website, ivylawoffice.com, or you can call. You can call at 301-276-0887, and we'll be happy to assist you. Again, my name is Wilberforce Agyekum at Ivylaw Office. And also, those of you in Maryland, just a side note, this tomorrow and Saturday, Ivylaw Office is hosting a live estate planning seminar for Maryland entitled Wills, Trusts, and Appetizers. Yes, there will be appetizers available, and also childcare on the scene. Space is limited. So please go ahead and register. I'll put the registration information on this description of this YouTube video. But you can generally call our office and you'll be able to register for that. Don't miss it. It's a chance for you to protect your family in the event that the inevitable happens. And so they won't have to stress and have to go and fight about things in court, which can lead to depletion of your assets because they have to pay lawyers and other fees if that's the case. So attend that if you're a Maryland resident and you need some information. Attorney Jumoke Oladapo is excellent at this and should be able to give you the information you need, and so you can protect your family. All right. Again, I'm Wilberforce Agyekum at Ivylaw Office. If you need assistance with immigration, give me a call, and I'm happy to assist you. Otherwise, thank you for joining me, and we will see you next week with some more info. Bye.